What the fuck is going on? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Shouldn't be cursing. Gotta monetize. Yo, Smokey. What's up, son? Smokey. Um, if you got a thing that said I ended my membership with you, disregard that. I gotta rejoin a whole bunch of memberships because, dude, it's a long story, all right? But I had some issues with my bank and my card and everything just got messed up. So I just got my account, a new account. It's a whole long story, but I'll be back. Next time you go live, I'll rejoin, or I'll just go next time I go on my laptop. Hi, everybody. Hi, UC Boss, and Mandy C, and Hummingbird, Rep Ash. How you guys doing? I'm driving right now. In case you couldn't tell, fuck my life. I swear to God, today's not my day. I totally was just in a store, this little nail store. I go there like all the time. I think I actually went live last time I went there, on the way home. I don't know why. I don't know why this store exists, but it's so cool. They have just all. It's like a nail supply store, and they sell just all nail stuff. So I went there this morning. It's been a while. See what they got that was new or anything exciting there. Haley, hey Carly. Um, So I go there and they give me a little basket to carry around these two Chinese. Well, I don't want to say they're Chinese. I think they're Chinese. They got all these little Chinese like dragon things and all that shit. So I'm like, oh shit. I'm shopping around the store and of course I got my coffee because I don't go anywhere without a cup of coffee. That's like fucking insanity. So anyway, I go there. I put my little coffee down and I kick it over. And they didn't have paper towels. I'm like, why do we not have paper towels? Why do we? Speaking of paper towels, you know what? I gotta go to Home Depot. I need to get those like lint cloths. You know what I'm talking about? Those lintless paper towels that don't give you lint. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? We are both from Long Island. If we meet, Mandy, I'm not giving you an autograph. I'll give you a hug or like a virtual one since it's COVID, or a fist bump or an elbow bump just to be safe. No autographs, though. I'm not famous. I'm not Molly Golightly. I don't sell pictures of myself or think I'm famous. Hello, truck. Are you gonna get over now? You just gonna leave your blinker on for 3 years? Okay, that's great. Coffee, dude, Smokey. I can't go nowhere without a cup of coffee. Coffee. So yeah, so that was fun. I don't like a hummingbird changing it back. I know I missed the hummingbird picture. She was probably bored. I gotta change my picture because I got a freaking winter coat on and it's spring and I'm ready for spring. My nails are all fucked up. I went through all this trouble doing my nails. I paint them this morning and the nail polish was all like lumpy. It was gross. I'm so mad. I burned my MGL pic. Good for you, Smokey. Did she just send you that? Please don't tell me you bought that shit for $9.99. Fucking idiot that she is. My God, I hope you filmed it. Hey, crazy Gemini. UC boss in the house. Hey, UC boss, I haven't seen you. So yesterday, fucking Laura goes live. Had to address this shit. I'm listening to this fucking asshole talk. Okay? She's talking about people throwing somebody, I'm not even saying their name, somebody who's no longer here with us. Sure, you guys all know who I'm referring to. Oh my God, I just have to comment on the clouds. They look like big fluffy cotton balls. They look so cool today. What are they? What are those called? Cumulonimbus clouds. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh fuck! You know what? Let me turn my Bluetooth on. All right. So, fuck. Make a dartboard. Hey Deborah. So she's talking about this, and she's like, about people throwing it in a certain somebody's face, right? This deceased person who's no longer with us. God rest her soul. And she's going on and on and on.
how disgusting it is, how horrible it is. Meanwhile, nobody's throwing anybody in anybody's face, okay? Let's just be realistic. What's happening is she went live the other day, putting on a fucking show for everybody that she's leaving. Oh, I'm leaving YouTube. I can't. If people are gonna start throwing people in my face, with her fucking dramatics, okay? And acting like she's this, grieving fucking friend. Friend, okay? Let's define the word friend. What's a friend? Well, a friend is somebody who treats another person kindly, I would think, right? I don't know the actual Webster's definition because I can't see it right now. But I would think it's, two people, right, who get along and who have a relationship, that a close relationship doesn't necessarily have to be close, but, I would think it's just two people that get along with one another. And so she has this whole big production that lasted fucking 8 hours, crying and all this other bullshit. I didn't watch it, but this is what I was told. I did clip a couple of pieces. It's on one of my other lives. But I'm like, dude, like, and talking about how people shouldn't be bringing her name up and all this shit and yada, yada, yada. Okay. I know Corey's been throwing her name around, and, Corey, you need to fucking stop that because you didn't even know the woman, didn't have a fucking relationship with her, never even talked to her, as far as I know. So, you to be fucking bringing her up, you just need to shut the fuck up about her, okay? Do yourself a favor, stop talking about her, stop bringing her name up, like, just stop, okay? You didn't never even talk to her. Wait a second, there's two Mandy C's in here? That's so weird. What are the odds, right? That is this guy, you crazy fuck. Oh my god. Dude. Fucking guy in this giant dump truck. He's doing like 90, like weaving in and out of traffic. What the fuck is wrong with you, you asshole? God, these fucking people. I hate driving. Anyway, so Corey, just stop fucking bringing her name up, okay? Just stop. You don't deserve to even fucking have her name come out of your fucking mouth. I did bring her name up the other day. Well, not her name, her situation, I guess, more so. Because what happened was, hold on. Okay. My son always wants me to beep when I drive past the school. So anyway, I brought her up to say, just to point out, okay, that it's very odd that two people, myself and this person, who's no longer with us, whose name I'm not going to say because she doesn't belong in this bullshit. Her name doesn't even belong in this bullshit. I was just bringing up the situation to point out after Corey's video that it's kind of weird that we both fell out with the same person, okay? And then we both ended up with these really fucking nasty bullshit articles written about us on these websites, okay? Like these disparaging articles. Yo, dude, I don't know what you're doing with your hand. Slow the fuck down, asshole! Fuck you! What is he yelling at me for? The guy's yelling at me. I didn't even do anything. I'm just driving. He was like doing some weird shit with his hands. I'm like way behind him in another lane. I don't know what his problem is. Oh, maybe he thought I beeped at him. I didn't beep at him. I actually beeped at my son, you fucking asshole. Anyway, sorry. I'm almost home. So, all right. Hey, Kyle. I'm turning into my little neighborhood right now. So that's the only reason I brought her up that day was just to simply point out that it's very odd. Very odd. Now, it might be a coincidence. It could all be a coincidence, okay, that this happened. But I do think it's very odd. And I just had to point that out because Corey was insinuating that fucking, I don't even like saying her name either, Bitchiny fucking wrote this article about me. So that was reason I brought up her name. So then, after her live, I did bring her name up just to say, because she, I don't know, said some shit about her, and I shouldn't talk about her, and I've been asked to leave her, her name out of my mouth. Which, by the way, I'll talk about whoever the fuck I want to talk about. Okay, thanks. But to just stand up for this person because they're no longer here, and Laura, you're straight up fucking lying. About the reason that they got in a fight. The reason they got in a fight was simply because she went up on a panel and didn't do what was wanted for her to do. Okay, she didn't act accordingly. That's why they got in a fight. Not because she's a fucking liar. So we need to correct that, okay? Not because she's a liar. That's not what happened. And if she didn't get into this fight, looking back, I don't think a lot of other people would have either. Okay? Because this is what she does when she's upset with somebody. She goes around campaigning to everybody to let them know what an asshole the person is, that whoever it is that she's fighting with. That's what she does. She did it to me. She does it to fucking everybody else. Hold on a second. All right, I'm finally home. So we don't have to worry about me getting fucking killed by these crazy fucking Mack trucks. So, where's my keys? There they are. So you guys know what I'm saying? That was the only reason her name came up. But, Laura has to fucking stick her nose in some bullshit that has nothing to do with her, as per usual. This whole situation has nothing to do with her. Zero to do with her. And she's like, I have text messages that prove that she would have forgiven that person. No, you don't. You heard it. If you didn't, go to his fucking page, his John Hinged. I'm not sure if he left it up or not, but either way, you should go to his page anyway and check it out. All right, now I could actually. What's the matter, November Rain? You right? You feeling all right? But you could go and, listen to what he had to say on the subject, because I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just fucking making shit up or shooting shit out of my ass, all right? Like, I wouldn't say such a thing if... What are you doing, bro? That was weird. Snoop, what are you doing? Oh my god, it looked like he was having like a seizure or something. That was so scary. His mouth was moving like really weird. You right, dude? So anyway, like, I wouldn't say something like that if I didn't know it was the truth. You know what I'm saying? I don't just make shit up. I'm not the type of person that's just gonna say something just to say it. If I'm saying something, there's a reason for it, okay? So I mean, it's just disgusting. The whole thing is disgusting. So Laura's sitting there defending her, and she's like, all of a sudden Laura's the fucking bodyguard, Tiffany's bodyguard. Like, as if she doesn't have a big mouth of her own to fucking stand up for herself. Once again, I'll remind you, completely forgetting the fact that this woman tried to make it look as if your children were showering together and having a fucking, like, some type of weird relationship. Okay? But, she didn't do anything to anybody, right? No, not at all. She keeps insisting, Laura, you must like have like memory problems. Seriously, go get your brain checked. Because you seriously have a fucking issue with your memory. That you don't seem to remember all the crazy shit that happened. All the text messages that were exposed. With the intent of having people fuck with me. Because there's no other reason to do that. To just go around and start exposing random text messages, hoping to incite anger against people. But you sit over there in fucking La La Land, pretending like you don't remember or nothing happened, okay? And I'm going to sit over here in fucking reality. Yeah, Michelle, she does do fine on her own. I'm like, I cannot believe this woman. And the people sitting in her chat are just sitting there like they don't remember either. They totally lost their fucking memories. Well, how convenient is that? Well, I didn't, and I won't lose my memory. Your stomach is killing you, girl. Ugh, I've been there. This place is crazy. No boundaries. I heard from her family in John's chat. That's all I need to know. Yeah. Here's the other fucking part. Hey, Just Angel. Oh, no. Did you get an iPhone? Get an iPhone. So, all right, check. Here's the other part that's like really fucked up about her fucking crying and all this other bullshit about this person. She's hanging out right now with the person who fucking harassed her the most. The person who put her through the most shit. That's who she's fucking hanging out with. Yet sitting there crying and claiming to be like so sad about this shit. And Laura gave this whole speech about guilt, and after somebody passes away and blah, blah, blah. And it's funny. I gave her the same speech, not her, not Laura, but the other fucking asshole. I gave that same speech. Okay. And the response to that, I'm not even going to tell you guys because it was fucking disgusting. I'll just leave it there. Isn't she really good friends with someone who doubted? Yes, Jen. Yes. Not only doubted she was sick, but nonstop harassed her. Nonstop. Okay, to the point, harassed her and her friend to the point where they, like, one of them had to get a cease and desist written up by an attorney. That's how bad she harasses people. But she's sitting over there fucking crying about it. I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm an asshole, but I just don't buy it. I just don't. It was vile. The whole fucking thing was vile. Yeah, Hummingbird. I refused. John even saw it, and John was like, last night, you guys heard him. He's like, I can't do this. I mean, because it's so disgusting and just disrespectful. I can't even show it to you guys. I don't even want to repeat it out of my mouth because I don't know what kind of fucking person talks like this, especially knowing that a friend is sick. So all I was doing the other day was just standing up for somebody who's not here to stand up for themselves, okay, and speaking the truth. That's the truth. Laura goes through this whole, she's such an idiot because she goes through this whole fucking speech about, how we shouldn't be talking about her. And it's like disrespectful. And they don't want her, the family doesn't want her name out there. And all this bullshit to finish it up. Okay. Telling me how disrespectful it is and this and that. Only to finish it up by insulting her and calling her a fucking liar. That's the type of person that we're dealing with here. She's like, it's disrespectful. You shouldn't talk about her. There's no reason to bring her up. There's no reason for you to be involved. Nobody cares what your opinion is, Laura. Shut up already. Yeah, Beefers, it's amazing. The rewriting of history is absolutely amazing. It really is. It's like, nothing happened. And you know what pisses me off? If you want to say you forgave somebody for something, fine. But don't fucking sit there denying that anything happened. That's insulting not only to me, but to your subscribers too. It's just insulting all the way around to sit there and act like nothing ever happened. Come on, dude. Stop. Just stop with the bullshit. Laura harassed. No. Aurora Skies. She didn't. No, I wouldn't say she harassed this person. I would say that she's friendly with somebody who harassed them, basically. But I wouldn't even say that Tiffany harassed them. I would say that fucking Molly Golightly harassed Kim in her last days here. Yeah, I would say that. That I would say. Wake up, Laura, and get closer to God. Well, you know what, Rep Ash, when you don't believe in God, that's the result. So, I mean, I'm not religious. I don't go to church, but I believe in God. So much more genuine. You were able to forgive and move on as opposed to acting like nothing bad happened when a whole shitload of people witnessed it. Thank you. That's it. Don't act like nothing happened because we all saw it. We all saw her trying to accuse the kids of fucking sleeping with one another. And then, like, that's because, see, Laura wants her fucking story, her Diane shit to be so true that she's going to ignore everything else. She wants to, bury Diane. So she's going to ignore all the other bullshit that's gone on around here and that person is done so that Laura can fucking, put her up on this pedestal and hail her as a hero for saving the community one donation at a time. Like, give me a fucking break already with that bullshit. Give me a fucking break with that bullshit. She says she's an atheist, but is spiritual. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. That's kind of like a false misconception. Whatever the fuck she said. It doesn't make any sense. You can't be an atheist and then be spiritual. Oh my God, dude. Beefers are biased hypocrites. Salt gang. Why would Tiffany be friends with Laura and Molly Golightly for treating her deceased friend so awful? I don't know, Aurora's guys. Well, because they weren't friends. That's why. That was my whole point. They weren't friends. Listen, I've been through it. Laura's like, this person shouldn't fucking talk. No, Laura, I should talk because I've been through it. Okay? I got in a fight with my friend. Here's the difference, though. Okay? I'm going to tell you guys the story. I told you this story a million times, so I'm not going to repeat myself. But I told you guys all the story about my friend George and how we got into a fight with one another. And then he went on vacation and he passed away and I never saw him again. And I never got to apologize to him or talk to him or, just say goodbye. Nothing. Never got a funeral. Never got any type of closure. The difference is my friend died completely unexpectedly. I had no idea that was going to happen. It was a freak thing. He had a pulmonary embolism and he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time because they couldn't, he was overweight, my friend. And, he needed to be airlifted because he was on a small island in Greece when this happened. And he needed to be airlifted to a bigger hospital that could accommodate him. And while waiting for the hospital helicopter to come get him, he died. Okay, so I felt terrible. I mean, I can't even tell you guys what this guilt did to me because he was one of my best friends. We were the oddest couple. He was like 10 years older than me. I mean, we weren't a couple. I'm saying like our friendship wise. He was 10 years older than me, this big, heavy Greek guy. And, we were just complete opposites looks wise, but exactly the same brain wise. Like we had a lot of the same, I don't know. We just meshed. I can't explain it. We had a really good friendship. We liked the same kind of music, and all that kind of shit. So I was heartbroken, absolutely heartbroken, and felt horrible because we got in that stupid fight. I mean, I wasn't mad at him. I don't know, and then I saw him too, and I ducked out on him. I think that's what made me feel worse than anything. The fight, whatever, people get into little arguments, but I ducked out on him, and that's what made me feel absolutely horrible, was because there was an opportunity for me to see him before he died, and I fucking ducked out on him. And then I went to go find him and I couldn't find him. And I didn't try hard enough looking back. I could have driven around. This shit put me in a really fucking dark place. Okay. This was also a real life friend. This was somebody that I spent a lot of time with and, hung out with for over a decade. So it was a really, really, really fucked up thing. And, the guilt, I never had that, like with somebody passing away, that guilt. And it was really, really hard. It was a really fucking hard thing that I went through. Probably one of the hardest times in my life. I went to a really, really dark place during that time, and I just wasn't happy. I mean, there was other things going on in my life at the time, but it was just like I went through a lot of traumatic shit really, really quickly in a really, really short amount of time. And that'll fuck you up. It'll really fuck you up. So I get the whole guilt thing. Because I don't know, Laura told some story about her father-in-law, and that's terrible. It's a terrible story. And I felt bad about it. But here's the difference, okay? I didn't know that my friend was going to pass away. She didn't know. Even her own story didn't know that her friend or her father-in-law, or whoever it was at the time, was going to pass away, right? It was a freak thing. But this person knew that her friend was sick. Okay, very sick. And the possibility of her passing away was very high. And she tossed her away knowing that, knowing how sick she was and knowing how soon she could pass away. She still fucking chose to be a petty bitch and be angry over something so stupid, really, when you look back at it. So is she feeling guilt? Yeah, she probably is. Do I feel bad? No, I don't. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. I don't feel bad for her. Why? Because she still hasn't learned her lesson. Okay? When I went through what I went through, I wasn't online fucking harassing people. I wasn't fucking with people. You know, she hasn't learned her lesson. I mean, look what this person does on a fucking day-to-day basis and how she treats other people. She hasn't learned shit. He whispers, when am I going to see you in a wide brim hat? Kyle, you got such a one-track mind, my friend. He's like all about those hats. My ex passed unexpectedly. She had diabetes but died from an aneurysm. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, wild one. That's horrible. Very scary, too. If you've been through it, then you shouldn't judge. I like you, Mega Mobster, but not that much. Burn Book, I don't fucking care what you think because it's so obvious who you are. And I don't care if you like me or if you don't. It doesn't make a difference in my life. You're a fucking troll. So my life's not gonna, stop because you don't like me. Okay? I've been through it, so I have a right to judge. Okay? But the difference is, again, I didn't know what was going to happen to my friend. Okay. She knew. She knew that this was like expected. So you would think somebody in her position would have been like, you know what? In the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of life, maybe this isn't that important. Right. Because I love this person and care about this person. Maybe we could talk it out. Maybe I could just get over it because she's really sick. And, this isn't really that important. And between then and between the time that happened and the time that she passed away, at any point in time during that time, she could have apologized to her. She could have apologized. So it caused a lot of problems for people, for her, for the person who passed away. It caused a lot of problems for her, not only just in her personal life, but also in her private life and here with other friends because this one person, what they do is when they're angry with someone, they can't just fucking be angry. They have to go around and convince everybody else, just like she's been doing with me. She has to text everybody behind the scenes and try to convince them like, oh, make a mobster look at her phone and she's swatting somebody. I mean, she's swatting somebody. She looked at her phone when she got swatted and she must have known about it because God, people never look at their phones, right? So that must mean I knew about it because I looked at my phone, right? Fucking idiot. She's going around calling people, trying to convince them of all this crazy shit. Um, it's just disgusting. Crying to people, getting other people who have, she has no boundaries. Like there's a friend of ours who has decidedly left YouTube on her own accord, who just doesn't want to be here, has gone through enough shit on here, and she decided to walk away and leave YouTube. And this motherfucker is calling her up because she's too much of a pussy to just text me or try to get in touch with me herself. So she's going through other people to manipulate them and then have them call me because she's a baby and can't fucking handle the truth. So my dad had cancer for a year. He suffered, but we also made it right with him. We had time to make it right when he passed. Some people don't get that time, but you have time. And I know she spoke to people that spoke to this person during that time and knew what was going on, I'm sure. And she just fucking blew it. Just blew it completely dropped the fucking ball. So if she feels guilty, that's great. Ask me if I fucking care. I hate to sound heartless, but I don't see a person who has changed from that. I just don't. And these fucking assholes keep bringing up my family. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Can I ask? Laura, can I ask what my family situation has to do with anything? Why? Because I don't talk to them? I chose not to talk to them because they're fucking evil people. And I'll have to deal with it when the day comes. Mega Master, are you able to drop a link for me? Jen, like a StreamYard link? Jed B? Sure. Oh shit, I forgot. I gotta go with my son's hockey team. We're taking a team picture today. I'm the voted photographer because they don't want to hire one. And I'm like so scared. Like when you're like under pressure to do something and you're like, I'm totally gonna fuck this up. I know it. I'm totally gonna fuck this up. I made a video, please watch. I'm being bullied every place, even though I thought, what's going on, handmade dolls? Who is bullying you? It's just sad. It's sad that it comes down to this. But, Laura, mind your own fucking business. That's all I have to say. I need to address her going off on me publicly. Oh, sure. Hold on a second. I'm going to put this in the chat. Could you grab it? And then one of my mods, could you just delete the link, please? Hold on a second. How do I do this on here? Because I'm on my phone. So let me just, okay, figure this out. Copy to clipboard. Oh shit, I hope this works. Hold on. Oh, I can't type in my own chat. Hold on, I'm gonna text it to somebody and then let them paste it in the chat because I'm not on YouTube, so I can't paste it in the chat. There you go. Hummingbird, check your texts if you get a chance. So I could just, if you can, could you just pop that in the link? Yeah, I know, Tara. I probably should. That's so funny because I was thinking of bringing my tripod because I'm like scared. I'm scared. Like I'm not. I don't know. I'm just scared. What can I say? But yeah, Jen. There you go. There's the link, and then Hummingbird. We'll let her grab it, and then whatever. Just leave it there. I don't give a fuck. Let somebody try coming up here. I don't care. What's the worst they're gonna do? Show a fucking fat person fisting a fucking elephant? Like, what are we gonna do? I'll just end this and start a new street. Big fucking deal. Just the angelic angel. But you are doing the same exact thing as the person you are speaking on. You are doing it daily. You are obsessed. You don't speak to your only brother, but it's your entire family's fault. What the fuck are you talking about? Who said it's my no? You're just an idiot. Who said it was my entire family's fault? Dude, if you haven't fucking gotten the fucking reason why I don't talk to my family, I give up to you. Hello, Jen.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, you sound terrible. Are you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm getting over bronchitis.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Hold on.
it's
Hold on
okay.
1 second.
Okay.
Let me just explain this for the idiot in the back who is like obsessed with these people. I chose to not speak to certain members of my family, okay, because of things that happened in my family years ago, before my mom was even sick, okay. We had an incident in my family where a male family member did something to a female family member who is way younger than him, okay, something very inappropriate, and my family decided that they were going to support him and blame the victim. Okay, so it caused a lot of rifts in my family. I didn't talk to, I had to sit there for a long time with this fucking asshole in my, at parties and all this other shit. So when my mom got sick and all this other stuff went on, I made the decision. It's not my family's decision. It was my decision to not talk to these people anymore because of the way that they treated everybody. That doesn't mean I don't talk to anybody from my family. I had to make a healthy choice for myself to get out of that situation because it was really, really unhealthy for me to be around that. Okay. Because I had a lot of anxiety having to sit at parties with the person who did something like that to somebody. So I finally decided for my own mental health to get away from that situation. The situation with my brother has nothing to do with that. He's just an asshole. And his wife is a piece of shit. And you're right. I don't talk to him again by choice. Anyway, go ahead, Jen.
Well, first of all, I would like to prove that I'm not a troll, like she tried to point me out to be in
Who's
her
that? Who was saying
erratic
you were a troll?
rant.
Who?
Tiffany,
Oh, Jesus.
at the very
When was
beginning
this?
of her "I'm leaving YouTube" rant.
Oh,
Uh,
Lord.
she went off on me for being in your chat,
No, she
and
didn't.
yeah, she did.
Wow. See,
And there was somebody in chat, which I'm not going to say their name. If they'd like to say their name, they can. Um, but they were asking me questions about my Chiari malformation, which everybody knows I have.
right.
Um,
Yes, you're very open about it.
and I have tried extremely hard to avoid um, questions that may relate to her and her symptoms, because I
Okay.
do know that everybody's symptoms can be different, right?
Right. Plus there's varying, isn't it on like a scale where there's like varying I don't want to say levels, but I guess levels, right?
Well,
Where
yeah,
there's
different the millimeters
severities.
of the tonsils, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
So once it reaches certain millimeters, you need surgery, okay? I
right.
mean, but yeah, everybody's symptoms are different.
Right.
But I was asked during your chat about my symptoms. And I
Right.
said, I cannot state for anybody else other than myself
Right.
what my symptoms are. And I know personally for myself that I could not get on a panel and scream every
Right.
single day the way that she does,
Right. Right.
because that would have a huge adverse effect on me and
Right.
my health.
Right.
Now, just going off of what she has said
Right.
about herself publicly, which when she went off on me, she stated she's had 8 years to think about having this Chiari malformation surgery or not. And she's taken it very seriously because she didn't want to end up like me,
Right. Right.
which means my Chiari malformation surgery, it failed,
Oh, jeez.
and I need a shunt.
Oh
And
my
she
God.
knows that, and I'm vocal about that.
You said a shunt, right? A shunt?
Yeah, a brain shunt.
Oh
Yeah.
God, girl. Oh no, that's
So
terrible.
when she went off on me in her chat,
Right?
I didn't all I was addressing was my symptoms, and I said I personally would not be able to get on somebody's panel or panel up every single day and scream,
Right.
because I would get excruciating migraines.
Right. Right.
Like, I
Right.
can't live that type of lifestyle.
You can't.
Like,
It's the
by
stress.
no means, yeah, it would be extremely stressful on my body. I cannot speak for her and
Right.
what she experiences,
Right.
but she twisted that, and she said that I was in your chat making everybody think that, I don't know, she didn't have it,
What?
or I was questioning on if she had it or not,
Oh Lord, no, that's not what happened. I
which
remember you spoken about it several times in my chat. So
I would never question on if she had it or not. That's not my
right.
business. I don't care.
Right.
Um, I do speak about my condition and what I've been through.
Right.
But what you're not going to say to me, Tiffany, is I've had 8 years to think about if I'm going to have Chiari malformation surgery. so I don't end up like you. I
Wow.
didn't get the 8 years to think about if I needed to have surgery.
Right. You just
I went
needed the
into my
surgery.
I went into my neurosurgeon and he said you need to have surgery now.
Wow.
And within 2 weeks I was on an operating table.
Oh, that's
So
scary.
I wasn't given 8 years to think about if I wanted to have a surgery or not.
Yeah, that's a long time.
So that's pretty fucked up for you to say, Tiffany, that you've had 8 years to
Wow.
think about if you want to have surgery or not, because you don't want to end up like somebody like me. I didn't have the opportunity to have 8 years to think about if I needed this surgery. My surgeon told me I needed this surgery or I was going to die.
Like it was like an
So
emergency situation.
you're
Not
extremely
yours.
blessed to have 8 years to think about if you need to have this surgery or not. But you took something I said in a chat stream and
Jeez.
completely manipulated it and misconstrued it to make me look like I'm this evil person who is attacking you for your condition. And that's a shame because I would never do that.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And to call me out and
No, I do
defame my
acknowledge
character in
she
front of 400 people makes you look nothing like a cruel bully.
yeah. Her surgery, what Jen's trying to say is that yeah, she's possibly a candidate for the surgery, but what Jen's trying to say is that her formation and the whatever it was doing to her was so severe that her doctor told her she needed to have surgery right away. Like she didn't have a choice. Otherwise, her only other choice was going to be not being here anymore. So
Right,
that's quite different from having all this time to think about it, meaning that it might not be as severe as hers because
right,
you get to a point where this shit is serious. I don't know what kind of symptoms you have, and I don't know what, I do know, well, she said it on live, she has, I believe, the least severe form of it. Because I know the symptoms can vary very greatly from like, some people not even
yeah,
experiencing symptoms
right,
to people having some serious neurological issues and stuff like that. So
right. And I'm hesitant on coming on panels because I
right,
have cognitive deficits. I have a hard time saying what I'm thinking, and
right.
some people in this community may make fun of me for that.
Oh
And it's
no.
a neurological issue, to where I've had to undergo cognitive therapy. I've had to learn how to think
Wow.
and speak again,
Right.
to walk again,
Oh my god.
I mean, I've had to learn everything all over again in my life.
Right.
So I'm glad you've had 8 years to think about this because it is extremely serious. But
Yeah.
there are those of us who are not that fortunate that
Right.
God has not given us the 8 years to think about it.
Right.
It
Right.
was either you need to have this surgery or the possibilities of you being here with us are slim to none. And at this time in my life, I had a 1 year old baby to live for.
Mhm.
So I had to do what I had to do. Does it
I'm
suck
so
that my
sorry.
surgery failed? Yeah, it
Yeah.
sucks. But what am I going to do? I'm not going to sit around and cry about it all day.
Right.
I got to do what I got to do to keep living for my child.
Right.
That's my priority.
What
Not
what
jumping on panels and screaming about it because that's not good for my health.
no,
But
it's not.
I'm for you to say that I'm a troll and I won't grab a link in your
What?
chat where I know that you're just going to scream and yell at me, that's not good for my health. I know my boundaries.
Good for you. Good for you for knowing that.
So I'll take a link. And you told me to come over here back to Makeup Mobster's channel
Wow.
and to get the F out of your chat.
No, she
So
didn't.
that's what I'm doing. And I appreciate you, Makeup Mobster, for allowing me
Anytime,
the
Jen.
opportunity to defend myself in a professional adult way.
Jen, I've
Um,
never seen you being anything but kind, to be honest, in the chat. Like, I mean, you've been coming in my chat for quite a long time, and I've never seen you being disrespectful. You might give opinions, but like, I've never seen you saying anything negative or anything like that. So I'm kind of surprised. Like, she, I don't know what your guys' relationship is like. I don't know if you're just a subscriber and she's just a creator and that's how you know her, or if you guys have spoken off of YouTube maybe about your, conditions
Just like
because
once I went into her chat when I realized we shared the same condition,
right,
and I was like, "Oh, we have the same condition, whatever."
right.
And like that was that. And then I remember when I was found unresponsive,
Oh,
I
geez.
believe I sent you and Tiffany both an email, and
Yes.
I told you guys, "Hey, I've been off YouTube for a while because my husband found me unresponsive, and
Oh my
I had been in the hospital for a week." And
Yep.
I even sent you guys pictures of
I
my
remember that.
bruises or whatever on my body.
Oh
And
my
that was all
God.
the communication that I have had with her.
And yeah,
But
see,
by
that's what kills me is that she expects this level of I don't know, loyalty from people that are just, that aren't even in real friendship with her. It's just bizarre to me. Sorry, it just is.
by any means do I wish her ill, or
No.
do I not believe that she does not have this condition. I am not one to sit up here and say somebody does not have this condition, or somebody is not
Right.
sick, or somebody is not suffering every single day.
Right.
That's not my character. I've never once said that to her. If it came across that way, I apologize. I'm just trying to adult and make it through my life every single day. Um,
Which is a
but what
struggle
I'm
for you.
yeah, but what I'm not going to do is be screamed at in front of 400 people to have one comment that I made because somebody asked me about my symptoms, and you twist it and turn it into me thinking, you telling everybody that I don't.
You there, Jen? Jen. Oh, she cut off. I don't know if she hit something. She might have hit mute by accident. Jen, if you can hear me, jump off and jump back on. Are
Do you
you
hear
there?
me?
Yeah, now I hear you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to set the record straight. And I know,
Well,
Tiffany, you're probably listening to this.
yeah.
I wasn't going to take a link in your chat because I don't have the energy to fight with you.
No.
I know my limits. I know what's healthy for me. Um, I apologize if you took anything that I responded to in a chat and coerced that into believing whatever you wanted to believe. But I guess what hurt me the most was you saying that you had 8 years to think about if you wanted to have this surgery or not because you didn't want to end up like me.
Yeah,
Well, what
that's
is me like, Tiffany? What is
right.
ending up like me like? Am I supposed to be embarrassed because of that?
Yeah, that's not right.
Am I supposed to be embarrassed because my
See,
Chiari malformation surgery failed and I need a shunt now and I may not live through that surgery?
oh my God. So
But
it's
that's
sad.
okay for you to say.
Listen,
And
just to play devil's advocate here, I don't know if I don't know when she said that, but I hope that's really, I mean, I see the way that you would take it. Um, because that's kind of fucked up to say it, to word it like that. But yeah, like I guess she meant that your surgery wasn't successful and that's what she's scared of. But to say it like that in front of a panel of people is, disturbing. And in that way, and when you're angry, I mean, there's no need for that. I don't. She's just disgusting. I don't even know what to say. I don't understand. The more I think about it, I'm like, you know what? I'm not giving her an out on this one because there's no reason for her to put that out there, for people that don't, know your situation. So that was wrong. It was just wrong. I was
well,
trying to
she
give
doesn't
her the
like people
benefit of the
talking
doubt.
about her medical information.
Mm-hmm.
But I have made mine public. I'm not embarrassed of it. It
And
is
you
what it
shouldn't be.
is.
Yeah, you didn't ask for it. You know, it's not a it's from what I understand, it's a very rare condition. Like it's not very common. And what do you call it? It's hard. It's hard to live with. I know,
Well, I have Chiari malformation and serinomylia, which is extremely rare, which means I have fluid inside my spinal cord.
ooh.
And so they have to insert a shunt to try to drain the fluid out of my spinal
Oh
cord.
my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So when I
That's
had my
scary.
Chiari malformation surgery, they were hoping by doing that surgery, 99% of the time, that surgery relieves the pressure off of your spinal cord,
Right.
getting that fluid out of there.
Right.
My surgery failed and the fluid is still in there.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So I've gone in since my surgery every 3 months for
Right.
MRIs of my head, my neck, and my thoracic spine.
Oh my God.
And I meet with my neurosurgeon and my neurologist every 3 months.
Wow.
And we make a game plan because I don't, it's a very serious surgery. And
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it there. And and I guess the last thing I have to say is, Tiffany, I really, really do hope, and I'm glad that you're taking this serious. You rightfully should. Everybody who's faced with the surgery should take it serious.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're taking it serious.
Right.
Um, but on the other hand, there are people that are not as fortunate as you are, who did not have months, weeks, or years to
To
think about if
about
they
it.
need the surgery.
Right.
It was, you need the surgery or you're going to die and you're not
Oh
going to
my
have
God.
your son or your family anymore.
Ugh. Yeah, that's terrible. That is terrible.
And
And I know there's a lot. Didn't isn't there another girl on here that had the surgery? If I'm correct, Kimberly
there's,
Chiari.
yeah, there's a few. I'm not going to state their names again
Yeah.
because I don't want to speak about anybody else publicly. And that's what I've
Yeah.
always stated.
Yeah.
When anybody has asked me about my condition, I use this as an educational tool because
Yeah.
I've been through hell and back. So if you have a question about it, I am more than happy to, I wanted to educate the community on
Right.
on this disease because I thought it would be able to help people understand it more.
Yeah.
And it's to the point now where I don't even want to discuss it anymore because I feel like what I've said has been misconstrued and used against me.
And you would think that
To
somebody who has it as well would understand that. You know?
We're just reaching a point in this community where, yes, people that have been amazing human beings have passed away in this community.
Mm-hmm.
And God forbid, Tiffany, that be the last thing you said to me.
Right.
And I died because and you said it multiple times yourself, that you can die with this condition that we have.
Right.
In the middle of the night, I could stop breathing any night.
Right. Yeah, you could get
And
like yeah. Oh my God. So
and
scary.
so that could have been the last words you said about me.
Yeah, that's not right.
And I would never wish that upon you, Tiffany. So I do
See,
wish you the best with your health. And I do hope you get the best treatment that you can.
right.
Um, I just want to be the bigger person, and I want to apologize to anybody who may have thought that I said those things to her
No,
or
I would never think
whatever.
that. See, Jen, that's what
But
I was talking about before. She hasn't learned her lesson because when you, she knows your situation. Excuse me, she knows your situation very obviously, and and just look at the way she lashes out at people and treats them. That's my whole point was that I was trying to make today was that um, she has not learned her lesson with people on here. To stop going at them for really stupid reasons like people are coming in here trying to compare what happened with my family. That's a lot more serious. First of all, it affects my real life. This is my real life.
right.
And these are
Yeah.
people that I've had to deal with in my real life, and it has had a big toll on my life, in so many different ways. Talking to strangers on YouTube like this and going after people like that. I don't know why you want to be known for attacking people in the community, or like that, but it's fucking gross. And it's like she hasn't fucking learned her lesson with people. It's just, there's no need for it. You didn't say anything or do anything that I believe would warrant that, her to tell you to get the fuck out of her chat. And I mean, that's just insane.
And
I didn't know that
uh,
happened.
again, with me, I'm just going to state on how my personal feelings.
Mm-hmm.
The experience I've gone through has opened my eyes that
Right.
tomorrow is never guaranteed for any of us.
No, it's
Okay.
not.
So I have tried to be the most loving, caring person that I can be, because I don't want to leave this world with people thinking I'm a bitch, or that this
Right.
could have been the last thing I said to somebody,
Right.
or, like, life is too short for that. And
Well,
like I
that's
said,
another way to look at it too. How about you and your legacy that you're leaving behind, and the way you treat people? You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, you
right.
don't want to you don't want to leave that behind, that you were horrible to people if God forbid something should happen to you. That's what I just don't understand about her. I mean, I know we all make mistakes and everybody gets, angry at times, and that's fine. I mean, I get it, but she spends the majority of her time like that. It's sad to me, you know?
I just know, and I can, again, can only speak for myself. The condition I live with every single day is real. The
Right.
chances of me surviving a brain shunt surgery are very null. Okay. And I have a 4-year-old
Oh my
son that I
God.
have to live for. And um, I've had to start learning how to,
Accept
if
that.
I died tomorrow, how would everybody in this community perceive me?
Right.
Or would anybody in this community even give a fuck? You
I would.
know?
I promise you I
Um,
would.
so I've been very careful with what I try to say, because I don't know if tomorrow I'm going to wake up.
Hmm.
Tomorrow's not guaranteed for me or anybody else.
No, I know, but it's scarier when you have something that's, serious as what you
And I
have.
would like to think with that somebody that suffers from the same condition that I do, it
Right.
may not be as serious to where they're needing a shunt like I do,
Right.
but they have the same condition that I do, that they know that there's a mortality rate, and it's
Yeah.
a morbidity, that they would want to live their life to the fullest and with love, and they would want to extend love. And to say that to somebody who's been through the trenches, and again, yes, you're blessed, Tiffany, that you've had 8 years to think
Yeah.
about if you even want to have Chiari malformation surgery. But there's some of us that have not been blessed
Right.
to be able to even have that option.
Yeah. That tells me a lot, that her situation's a lot different than yours.
But I wish her the best. I really
Yeah.
do. I don't have any ill will against her. I just want to move on from here, but I feel like I had a right to defend myself
You certainly did.
against um, the vile things that she said about me. I'm not a troll. I have a voice. I don't like to use it. As you guys can tell, it's very hard for me to even speak, because
Yes.
my condition does affect my ability to be able to speak, yet alone to even scream.
Yeah.
So there's days where I can't even speak. I've been through numerous therapy sessions, just even trying to learn how to re-talk again.
Aw.
So I'm not going to waste my words getting on a panel with somebody screaming.
Yeah, somebody who's irrational and just angry, and there's no point. You're not gonna get anywhere with that. And I'm
But
sorry.
I'm not a troll. I'm a real person
How
with
could she
real
be your troll?
feelings.
When did she call you a troll? I mean, like,
When she was up there screaming about me, she said, I
wow.
don't know, something along the words of, I won't take a or I won't take a link because I'm a troll or I'm a pansy. I don't know. I don't want to disquote her, but you guys can go back to her I'm going away stream
Yeah.
and listen to whatever she had to say about me. Um, I just felt like I had the right to defend myself, and I
Absolutely.
wasn't going to use her platform in that time when emotions were high, um, to defend myself. I wanted time to think about it,
Yeah.
and I wanted to do it in an environment where I felt safe around people that I felt safe. So I appreciate you giving me this opportunity to.
Anytime, Jen. Anytime. I'm sorry you had to go through that because I could tell it upset you, and I know you're dealing with a lot. I'm just sorry that happened because nobody should be
Well,
treated
there's a
fucked
lot
like
of
that.
us in this community that are dealing with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just me. I know several of us have come to this platform to seek friendship, to seek
Right.
a distraction away from what's going on in our real lives,
Right.
because there's other real stuff going on. And this is a distraction. I first came to this community during my surgery when I was laying in a hospital bed for weeks. I was so bored and I finally clicked on YouTube, and that's how I found all of you guys.
Right.
And so I know that is not just me. This is many other people's stories in this community. I'm
Yeah,
just
there is.
one person of many.
Yeah.
There's so many other people in this community that are struggling with their own personal stuff, and this is an outlet for them.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot
And
of people that even just in this chat alone that are, struggling with something in real life that they're, stuck in bed or stuck at home, especially now during this,
right,
this whole pandemic
right,
and everything. It's just sad.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Very
don't know,
sad.
and my heart goes out to all of you because I know exactly what you're going through, and I know there's going to be drama. I mean, we all kind of like a little bit of drama here
Yeah,
and
of
there or
course.
whatever, but again, I just wanted to be able to come up here and defend myself against what was said about me
I'm
the
sorry.
other
Yeah,
day.
that's
And
not right.
again, I appreciate everybody who I saw defend me. Um, Wendy was actually one of those. It was
Aw.
very nice of her. But there were some people in that chat that I thought would have defended me that didn't. And I did end up blocking a lot of people.
Yeah, that's
So
disheartening. It is.
if if you can't see me anymore, you're one of those people that I thought was a friend that you didn't have the um, audacity, I guess, to stick up and defend what was right. And I
Yeah.
had to terminate our friendship. So,
That's terrible.
um,
I'm sorry, Jen, that happened. That's really terrible. Because it's like, you just, that's terrible. I don't even know what to say. I'm just like shocked because I didn't see that. I didn't watch her stream. I skipped it. Like I went into her thing just to get a screen recording of one thing that was, ridiculous in itself. But I didn't see that and I didn't hear about that. And it's terribly upsetting to hear that you were treated that way for me because I know you're a good person and I know what
well, and I
you're
don't even
dealing
know if I
with,
want to
and I
say
know that
this.
she knows what you're dealing with. 'Cause.
I don't even know if I want to say
Mhm.
this, but I'm going to say it. But
Right.
Laura, I've supported you and I've been in your chats, almost every single chat. I bought a candle from you. I've done
Yeah.
what I can just for, I'm a member of yours. And you
Right.
allowed her to talk to me like that. You didn't say one thing to defend me.
Wow. Was she on the
And
panel at the time, or was she just in the
no,
chat?
no, I did. She wasn't on the panel, and I don't even know if she
Okay.
was in the chat. But
Yeah.
um,
But still, you think somebody
that
would have? put that out
that really
there.
hurt my feelings that um I
She
even
didn't.
extended her a business courtesy
Wow.
and helped her with her business just the day before. And I would like to think Laura doesn't think I'm a horrible person. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna leave that there.
I'm sorry. That's also, I mean, I in her defense, she might not have known, but I mean, I do know you bought the candle. I remember hearing you. Were you the one who was broken? Was that you, Jen, or another
Yeah,
Jen?
no,
Okay,
that
so
that
yeah.
was me. Yeah,
Did you get your
um,
replacement yet? At least.
yeah, I received it yesterday.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, God. Yeah, that's it's just what, it's just all wrong. And Jen, I don't want to cut you short, but I got to go in about 5 or 6 minutes. My
Okay,
son's gonna get
well,
off the bus, but
thank you
um,
again for giving me I don't have a channel or a
I
platform,
know,
so
girl. Listen, anytime if
thank you again for allowing me to
anytime,
come up here.
anytime, girlfriend. If you need to talk, you got my email address, and hit me up anytime. If you just need
All
to talk
right.
about whatever it is, even if it's just life stuff, you need somebody to vent to, I'm here
Well,
for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you
All right,
again for
girlfriend.
everything.
No, thank you for coming up and thank you for sharing your story. I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
I really appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right, Jen, take it easy.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye, girlfriend. Can everybody throw up some hearts in the chat for Jen and support? That just made me want to cry. I get goosebumps on my arms right now. That's what that her coming up here just fit in. I didn't know she was gonna come up here, obviously, but that just fit in so perfectly with what I was trying to say as far as not learning your lesson. I mean, there's just no reason to jump down, her throat. It's not a troll is somebody like the burn book, okay, who just comes in here. I- you know, they're probably somebody part of that little group because it's pretty obvious by the things that they say, or at least somebody who supports that little group. But Jen's not a troll and she knows that, and that just really upsets me because I know Jen's a good person, and I mean she didn't do anything in the reality to be spoken to like trash. And a lot of people here are spoken to like trash. And it's just really sad because that's a person. You know what I'm saying? That not only that's a person, that's dealing with some serious shit that you could relate with. Why would you? I don't know. Is it really that important? And that was my whole point of this whole thing, was that she just doesn't seem to learn that she shouldn't treat people the way she treats them. And I don't expect Laura to understand. She doesn't talk to people any better. So I'm just kind of shocked to hear this because I just I don't know. I'm just grossed out. I don't know anybody that would really gross. Thank you guys for all the hearts for Jen. And so fucked up. I didn't see that. Thank God, because I probably would have got really angry seeing that, because there's just no need for it. No need for it. To call her a troll and say the fuck out of my chat and come back just simply because she's in my chat sharing her story and her experiences. I mean, you really need to get a grip on things. Really. That's what I'm saying. Somebody who would be that sad about what happened, you would think there would be, a little humbling happening there. Just a little, just a tiny bit, just a smidget of humbling because you've already been through the situation, but not so much. Not so much. And now poor Jen's got to have her feelings hurt because of that. Unbelievable. Yeah, she is, Kim. Very, very miserable. Very miserable. Very angry. I've seen her do it. I remember, great example with Lee, beautiful, sweet Lee, who never hurts a soul. Okay. She went up on the panel to try to calm her down one time, and she was just like so rude to her. That's not going to happen. It's like, dude, you need to stop taking YouTube so fucking seriously. Okay. If it's causing you to lash out at people like that who haven't done anything really, then you really need to humble yourself. I think the best thing for her to do is to leave YouTube. Take a fucking break for your own mental health and mental well-being, because you are not fucking right in the head. You just aren't. Just aren't. Yeah, Lee is a very smart woman with a lot of respect. I just hate to see somebody like that. Just broke my heart to hear her, because I could hear in her voice that she's very hurt by that. Um, it's just gross and unnecessary. Leanna, imitate Marsha. Full on drama. Hold on. I haven't heard her in so long. I don't even know what she sounds like anymore. Full on drama. I don't even know what she sounds like. Full on drama. I can't. Oh my God. I would have to hear her voice again. I really don't. Oh, if you guys didn't check it out, if one of my mods could grab the link real quick, because I got to get my son off the bus. But if one of you guys could just quickly grab the link to Potty Mouth Mama's live from yesterday with her and Sally Spencer, because that shit was fucking hilarious. That's another thing. Before I go, since Laura loves to stick her fucking nose in my business, I'm going to stick my nose in her fucking business, okay? Because I didn't hear the live. I only heard what Potty Mouth explained, which was that Laura was basically calling her a loser. She's lazy. She doesn't work. She had people buy all her Christmas gifts and yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, Laura was cousin was calling me. I'm not doing Sally Spencer. I don't want her coming after me. Not again. Um, Maybe one day with Sally will come on my panel, because I would love to have a chat with her. She's so funny. She was cracking me up. But Laura went after her because, talking about how people pay for your Christmas. Laura, do you not fucking remember putting a list out in which people paid for fucking things for your kids, okay, who are teenagers? As far as I remember, Patty's kids are a little bit younger. I think she has a little range of kids from young to. I got another phone call. Everybody's like calling me at the same time right now. But, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, Laura? Seriously? You put a list out, had some pretty pricey items on that list, and people bought those items for you. And some of those people have been treated like garbage. But like, you have some fucking nerve to be saying anything else about somebody else having help on Christmas, especially seeing the fact that you were friends with Potty Mouth when she went through what she went through with her husband and her children. And you know her situation. I mean, and why you went after her, I'm not really sure. Because she made a little joke about your fucking candle business. Suck it up, boo-boo. Okay? Life is hard. Anyway. A friend who ghosted me took the time to message me and say I was cruel and humiliated Mad Catter. I don't think that's true. PMM's list was so humble as well. I believe one of her lists was one of the ones that we looked at. And yeah, she wasn't asking for anything crazy. Not for fucking, $200 boots or any bullshit like that. So anyway, with that said, I got to go get my son off the bus. And I hope you guys all have a pleasant day. Once again, that's right, soldier. That's right. Once again, I will be around maybe later. I don't know. We'll see how my night goes. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Get outside and get some goddamn fresh air, because it's beautiful out today. At least it is here. So I will see you guys next time. Next time I'm live. Have a great day, everybody. All right. And Jen, you'll be all right, girlfriend. I'm here if you need me. and I'll talk to you guys later.